It's time for Thursday Open Lines on SuperTalk 102.1. What's going on in Southwest Mississippi? What are the issues facing your community? What events are coming up that you need to know about? You'll find out here on TOL. Now, from our storefront studio in downtown Brookhaven, it's Thursday Open Lines on SuperTalk 102.1.
Hey, Randy. Good to see you, man.
What's up, Shannon?
Kenny's not here. I'm pitch hitting for him. He is on the road today. That's what he told me anyway.
What he claimed.
It's a big week for me. Elvis Week is started.
Yep.
On Monday. It's really hot up in Graceland. I was talking to some people yesterday. It's pretty hot here, too, as well.
Everywhere right now.
And, hey, our broadcast partner's birthday is today. Rob Fisher, 68 years old today. Close to 70.
Now, as somebody who is running up on 60, I'm going to say, just keep it on that other side.
You are so young, though. You are so young. I was going to say 55-ish, 54-ish.
I will be 59 next week.
59. How about that? Well, we'll talk when you hit that 6-0, baby. That's when everything starts kind of going
it's like
south.
53 weeks away, okay?
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll keep up with that. Got a great show for you today, though. Kenny lined up some folks from Brookhaven High School, a lot of our athletic people. I see Coach Dorsey out there. Emmeline Davis is here, another Brookhaven High grad, Ole Miss grad. She's going to talk about some stuff going on at the Lincoln County Civic Center. But first off today, we've got a friend of mine for many years. We've got Chris and Oriana Coleman. Ori, as I like to call her. And you guys have been on Super Talk. Y'all been involved with Super Talk. You've been involved with a lot of media. So this is something easy for y'all. Y'all don't really even need me. Y'all can interview each other probably.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to see y'all. Y'all look good. And
Thank
you had some big news for me just right out of the chute this morning. I didn't know.
Yes, he did not know that I was 6 months pregnant.
I did not know that.
He don't follow you on social, apparently.
He's not on Facebook.
I saw Ori and her kids and Chris at an Enterprise game last year. Chris was coaching some out there. We did a game on our Brookhaven High off week. Got to see you and your kids.
Yes,
everybody,
sir.
good-looking family, and another one on the way. So that's wonderful. But you guys are doing something this weekend that I
Yes.
think is a great idea. Tell us about it.
Yes, so we have our inaugural. That's the word when you first bring something
The
out.
first one.
The first one. The Complete Marriage Seminar. This is based off a book that God placed on our hearts this year to write our first ebook called The Complete Marriage, A Guide to Becoming One Through God, Love, and Commitment. Shortly after that, we released it late June. Shortly after that, he put on our heart to have a seminar. So we're going to have a seminar this Saturday from 11 to 2 p.m. at Mitchell's. And we invite married, engaged, even if you're single and you're preparing for God.
Want to get married.
Yeah,
if
you want to
wanna
get married. Let's come and have a very candid and open conversation. We have the ebook to guide us, but honestly, it's just going to be a really good conversation where we encourage each other.
I love that idea. I love that you're putting it on. I love the idea of people that are engaged or maybe not even there yet. I had a friend in the last couple of years he was older. He was really, God put on his heart, he wanted a spouse.
Yeah.
And a friend of his was praying through that with him. He put a picture on his nightstand, an empty frame. And then later he put a girl in there that he had met and started talking to, and now he's marrying her next month. So it's never too late, and it's not too late to do marriage better.
It isn't.
Right, Chris? I mean, you guys been married now how long?
9 years this October.
Hey, I love you. You didn't even hesitate, brother.
I know.
I gotta
if you
know
would
it.
ask me, I'm prepared though.
Marriage is a beautiful thing. We come from a background where, my parents are married. My wife's parents aren't married, so we didn't really grow up with seeing the healthiest marriages.
Right.
But in hindsight, when you get older, you realize you get so angry with people because they didn't do it the way you think they should.
The expectations.
But that's all they had at that time.
Right.
Exactly.
So now the only thing me and Ori can control is how we do our marriage now. The first couple of years of our marriage were rough because of the different backgrounds.
Right.
But now we're waking up every single day and we're doing it together how God tells us to do it.
There you go. Well, you can't lose if you do that. And the beneficiaries are your kids.
Yes.
And how they will do their family one day, hopefully.
One of the things that God has spoken to both of us is we're generation one.
Yeah. Okay.
So generation one means that you're going to go through the toughest road into this. But we have made a commitment to raise our kids a certain way. Of course, we have qualities from our parents that we appreciate and that we're going to implement. But there are some things that we are teaching and raising our kids that are completely new.
Right.
That we didn't grow up doing or seeing, yet we know that it's going to be beneficial for their futures. So we are doing generation one when it even comes to this in our marriage ministry. who would have thought the 14-year-old and the 17-year-old that was just, in love in school would be people that's leading a seminar. And I even questioned God about that. I was like, us? Like, we're too young. God said, no, you're not. You have experience just like everyone else. And when I think about our story, we do have a lot that we've been through that can now be wisdom that we share with others. So that's what we're doing now.
And I love that. And you are young, but you've lived a lot.
Yes,
You've
sir.
seen a lot.
Yes, sir.
Good and bad. And you can kind of work through that. And nothing, to me, I was talking to our pastor over at First Baptist, Greg Warnock, recently, and he said, man, I would love to have a Christian counselor on staff at our church because the counseling he's done in the past, it's a whole lot different now.
Yeah.
People experience things differently. They're coming from a lot of different backgrounds. I think that's so important to have good Christian counseling and direction, and you guys are going to help provide that. I know y'all are real plugged in over at the assembly.
Yes.
Do a lot there as well, right?
Yes, sir. We do. We Chris is serving with the kids.
Children's ministry.
Okay,
Ministry.
great.
I'm helping with media, social media, just working towards getting the message out. You'll see me with my phone recording some of the pastor messages or rewatching and screen recording. But it's been a great experience, and we want to do more. So we have moments where I know me personally as a wife and a mother, those two roles, Mr. Aker, has been the most challenging, also rewarding.
Right.
But the most challenging roles that I've ever had. So adding anything to that, even a job, even being a full-time entrepreneur and things like that, can have its moments. But I'm thankful that God has blessed us with those roles. And instead of being overwhelmed by them now, I'm more blessed. And I just learned how to pivot and adjust accordingly. So our church is very gracious with how often we get the videos out. And the goal is, as the schedule kind of smooths out, to get them out even more often, because I have a lot of ideas for our media team. So
the event this week is this Saturday, August 15th from 11 to 2 at Mitchell's. And
Yes,
if you
sir.
want to come to that, tell us about how we can get you there.
Yes, so you can go to Eventbrite. You can type Complete. Now, we spelling Complete with a K because my husband's name starts with a K.
I like it. I like it.
Just a branding thing. So you can type Complete Marriage in Eventbrite and get your tickets that way. Or you can just pay at the door. We have some people that are just texting us and saying, we'll see you Saturday. That's fine. Just come and we'll take care of you. Lunch is provided as well.
Okay. And I know you guys got some other stuff going on. Before I let you go, I know you got stuff to do. What else? Would you can mention anything else before we let you go? You think of anything?
Say anything?
Well, of course, we're the owners of Story Studios,
Right.
LLC. We do media, marketing, and all the things. Coaching, we're just continuing to the talents that God has given us. One thing I was telling somebody is, like, when we think of being good stewards, we always think of our money. God said be good stewards of everything. That means your talents, your time, your energy, every single thing that I've given you, be good stewards of it. So all the talents that God has given us both, we want to be good stewards of it.
Yeah. Well, I think you're doing it.
And we got a baby coming.
That's right.
The end of November. So
Do we
that's
know what we're having?
Yeah, we're having a baby boy.
Okay.
His
So
name
that'll
will
be
Saint.
2 boys and 2 girls.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Saint.
There you go.
Shout
There
out
you
to
go.
Saint.
I like
Yes,
it. Well,
sir.
he's listening.
Yep,
he can
he's
probably
listening.
knows
He
those
can.
voices.
He's in the studio.
Can.
Yeah, he has not left the building.
He has not. So we would love to see you all Saturday, and we will definitely keep you all posted as we do more things in our community.
I'm sure we'll talk again during the
Yes, sir.
season. We'll be doing some halftime interviews. Maybe we can get another visit in with you during the season.
Sounds
But
good.
great to see you guys. Appreciate what you're doing and how you're doing it, and wish you well this weekend.
Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right, we'll take our first break, and it is Elvis week, as we said earlier. So what better way to go to break than the King?
I love you so, I can't let you go. Don't tell me no, I need your love tonight. Oh gee, the way you kiss, sweetie, too good to miss. Rowdy, one more of this, I need your love tonight. I've been waiting just for tonight to do some loving and hold you tight. Don't tell me, baby, you gotta go. I got the hi-fi high and the lights down low.
We're proud to share some big news with our community. Toyota Brookhaven is the first dealership in Southwest Mississippi to earn the Distinguished Toyota President's Award.
This is Toyota's highest honor, recognizing dealerships that go above and beyond with customer satisfaction, sales performance, service, and overall operations.
What makes this award truly special is you. From all of us at Toyota Brookhaven, thank you. This award belongs to you. Toyota Brookhaven, your trusted hometown choice.
You better not mess with the U.S. mail, my friend. The U.S. mail gets mad, he's going to do you in.
All right, we are back. Thanks to Chris and Oriana Coleman for their visit. Don't forget their seminar this weekend. if you were looking for Kenny Goza, I don't even know where he is, Randy, but he's somewhere on the road.
An undisclosed location, probably a secret bunker somewhere.
Maybe so, but I'm glad to have a couple of good friends with me here. Bertha is coming to talk a little softball, and Coach Mandy Vincent, what did I say? Volleyball. Did I say softball? See, I saw you and thought softball, and really you've hung that up. We've hung that up too. Yep. So, but Bertha, welcome.
Thank you.
Man, I'm so excited, because volleyball's been the thing that really has taken off in high school sports probably the last 4 or 5 years, I think, maybe a little longer. Brookhaven High got into this. Is this our 4th season probably?
I believe it's our 5th.
5th season? Golly, already.
Yeah.
When you guys, the season is underway, am I right?
It already is.
Well, tell us about the season. So it starts now and goes through when?
We'll go through the first week in October.
So it's a fall sport, basically.
We started, actually, we've been practicing all summer.
Okay.
I had camp this summer, been practicing every day after school. Our first game was actually July 31st, the first day of school.
And how are we doing so far?
We're learning, we're growing, we're getting there. So we had a great win at Terry on Monday, came back 0-2, came back and won 3-2 in a hot box of a gym. So
yeah, I bet.
My girls are fighters.
Yeah. So you guys, are they doing that at Alexander too, or is it just the high school?
Yes. I have 7th and 8th graders at Alexander. Then we have our JV and then our varsity. So I have all 3 teams. We practice at BHS, play at BHS. The girls are all working and growing together. A lot of my high school girls are really taking on some of those junior high girls and guiding them and leading them. So it's been a good thing.
And this is your first year to be the head coach, am I right?
It is. I was assistant last year and first year as head.
How's it gone transitioning into that role?
It's a learning process. It's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Lots of information, talking to a lot of coaches that have been there, done that. I went to a workshop this summer and just kind of learning. But it's fun. It's exciting, and the girls are just amazing.
To me, being involved with sports, high school sports on the radio and coming to practices and being around kids, there's nothing like it. There's an energy they give off, a trust that they have to have with you over time that doesn't just happen. You got to build that. Mm-hmm. And it's fun seeing those kids years later that'll come up to me and, or they have kind of grown up or changed a lot, and sometimes I don't always recognize them. But I love seeing them. We could be with the Peavies eating somewhere, and a player will come up to Tucker, and just seeing that connection. Mm-hmm. Once you have it, you don't lose it, right?
Right. Same way, with my students, because I've been teaching 20 plus years. So same thing with them. They see you somewhere, and they're all about you.
and don't you think, too, Bertha, you got to be called to be a teacher. You just can't show up and punch a clock.
Oh, definitely. And I had told Coach Vincent before, it's a learning experience. It's exhausting, coaching, teaching, and help with soccer as well, assistant soccer coach. So it's been a lot, but I love it, and it's what I feel like it's what I'm supposed to be doing.
You don't have a lot of downtime, I would think.
I don't.
You're pretty busy doing this, and I love it. Our own Ben Seals, who does some officiating.
Yes, so helpful.
If you see Ben and talk to him for more than about, Randy, 4 or 5 minutes, he starts talking about volleyball. And he travels, and it's really, really taken off. And I guess we used to have kind of a fall softball and a spring, and then we switched to this sport, kind of took the place.
Correct, yes.
And it seems to have taken off.
It has.
It's been fun to watch that happen. Mm-hmm. And I love that we are at Brookhaven High down the road with this. So we're not just starting. We're into it pretty heavy.
So we were pretty much the first team in this area to get volleyball.
Yeah, I think Lloyd Star has a team now.
Bogachita.
So more schools are picking that up. I'm sure that will continue. And then the Colin I met their coach.
Yes.
They're bought in. They're excited about it. I just went off the foundation board up there, and the last meeting we had a couple weeks ago, we spent a lot of time talking about that and how they hope to bring more students in and kind of get really involved with that. So it's a up and coming sport.
It definitely is, definitely. And we have a young team. We have 3 seniors, 1 junior, and then a slew of sophomores and freshmen. So we're looking good in the future.
And I know that Brookhaven High football is Friday night. Do y'all have a specific couple of nights y'all play on usually during the week?
Generally Monday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursday. Saturday we'll actually be playing in the Salem tournament, so we'll be playing all day. And then next Saturday taking the junior high to play in a junior high tournament in Hattiesburg. So an occasional Saturday.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, but this is a question you can answer. I think about coaching and you guys. I watch the football coaches because that's where I spend a lot of my time. And this time of the year, their wives are almost single moms because they're up at the field house washing clothes or doing stuff. What's been the toughest transition for you being the head coach as being an assistant? Is there something that sticks out to you there?
I would say just kind of the overall responsibility for everything.
A lot of moving parts.
The parents, the players, the bus, getting home late at night and getting home and then getting back, back in my classroom at, 7 o'clock ready to teach.
And what do you teach? I didn't ask you that.
I teach English too.
Okay. So you're seriously up in that.
So that's been the hardest part. And then not getting to spend quite as much time with my granddaughters.
Yeah.
This part of the season. And then I'll have a couple of weeks and then soccer starts. So we'll be back at the same thing. But that's probably the biggest part is just not getting to be with her quite as much.
Yeah, and you got a big family.
But she's becoming a little gym rat.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. That's fun too. So you'll have good memories of that.
That's right.
When you look back on that. Well, look, I'm excited about you guys doing this. I appreciate you coming over and taking some time. I know you got to get back to the school and teach a little bit. But if you're out there and you heard a little volleyball action, go to the high school and watch them and try to follow them. I know on Facebook you guys post schedules and games and things like that. So you can look to the internet machine for that. But good luck to you. Thank you for doing
tonight's
this.
Our first home game.
Okay,
first
tonight.
Home game, first uniform reveal.
Okay.
Got new uniforms, all that tonight at 5:30 and 6:30.
Great. Thank you so much for what you're doing, for plugging into these young people, and for the time you spend. And I know that you're going to enjoy it.
Thank you.
All right. Don't go anywhere, Mandy Vincent. Stay right here. We're going to take another break and hear from our sponsors. Appreciate Randy being with us. A little Elvis takes us to break. Back when we're after this on, what do we call this? It's not Inside Panther Football.
It's TOL.
TOL. Thank you.
Too bad you can't come home. I swear I'm going crazy. Sitting here all alone. Since you gone, I got a mess of blues.
At Brookhaven Monument Company, we understand that a monument is more than a stone. It's a promise to remember.
Since 1947, families across Southwest Mississippi have trusted us to tell their loved one's story with dignity and care. We offer quality craftsmanship, stellar service, and one of the largest selections of memorials in the region.
Visit us at 807 Highway 51 North in Brookhaven or call 601-833-5701. Brookhaven Monument Company, honoring life with lasting beauty.
Return to sender. Return to sender.
Here we go.
I thought it was going to be a return to Shannon.
Hey, I like it, Randy. A little Elvis for you this morning. I was looking at the Graceland Cam earlier today, and a lot of people coming through right now with Elvis Week going on.
Is he in the jungle room?
I did not see him in the jungle room.
Okay.
He may have run out the back door like he was known to do back in the day. Hey, I'm excited to have our head football coach joining us now, Coach Darian Dorsey, and I've known Coach Dorsey about 15 years or so now. I was thinking about when you came on staff with Tommy Clopton, and it's been fun watching you grow as a coach, watching your family grow. It's been a great ride, and we're still enjoying it. And what a year last year was. And you thought when you took over it was going to be a special year, but there's no way you can know that you're going to do what you guys did the way you did it, because you got to stay healthy. You got to get a couple of breaks, and everything has to line up right, and it really did.
Yes, sir, it did. It did. And first of all, good morning.
Good, yes, sir.
I'm glad to be back here on the radio with you, and definitely enjoyed that ride last year. And like you just said, it's got to be lucky and got to be blessed, staying healthy, and win a championship. So excited about that journey.
One of the many things I like about Coach Dorsey, Coach Mandy Vincent is here. I still going to call you Coach, even though you're not coaching
good.
anymore.
I like it.
But one of the things I love about him, and I know you see it, he stays calm.
He does.
And Tucker was the same way. Can be going bad, but if your players see you lose it, then they tend to lose it.
They'll feed off his energy, correct.
And he always stays steady. And I knew at halftime when we were playing West Point in Starkville, we were going to win. We were behind, but he made the comment, and I said, you know what? He's figured it out. He's very confident, and sure enough, he was right. We turned it up a couple notches in the second half. And I appreciate that about him, just his demeanor. But I appreciate the ministry he has as a coach. I've always told him I think he'll be in the ministry before he's through, because he just watching him love on kids. Because ultimately, Coach, to me, that's what it's all about.
Yes, it is. It is. I'll tell anybody, with a teacher or a coach, man, it's a calling. It's not really a job, because so much impact that you have on these kids, and you're just not just a coach. You're a father to them. You're a counselor to them. Sometimes you're a big brother to them. So it's a blessing to be in this business we're in.
And I've heard many players say, my coach when I was at Brookhaven was this guy, my coach. You're always going to be their coach. No matter what, you're going to be their coach. They'll look back at those years. They'll see you in Walmart, want to connect with you, talk with you. It's just a special bond. And I know I've seen kids come to Tucker and ask his opinion about jobs. And, hey, I got this chance. What do you think about this? And so there's some of that. And you get that, too, I know, with your girls from softball.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things still, seeing somebody you coached 10 years ago and they'll see you in Walmart and just say, hey, coach. It's not hey, Mandy, because they're out of school now, but still, hey, coach. Right. Same way, Lisa Covington, to me, she's still just coach. I was going to ask you, yeah. And she, I know she has told me about you, how proud she is of you. So you will have players that get into the workforce or coach that you'll be proud of what they've become. And she had a part of that in how you coach and how you deal with stuff. You're going to do the same thing for a lot of our players, I know, as well.
Yes, sir. Crazy thing about it, I've been coaching now 18 years, and my first tenure was in Georgia. And I still got guys, like I said, that was now 15 years ago, that still text me or email me or, like you said, say coach. Yeah. That's kind of definitely respectful. So I guess I'm doing something right.
You definitely are, and it won't always be state championships. There'll be those tough years. I remember one year we were 1-12 or 1-11. That was hard to watch.
Yes, sir.
We would find a way to lose a game. We had some great players. It just one of those things. All the things that went right for us this year went wrong that year. People were hurt, injuries were happening, situational things happen. So there's going to be tough times too, and that's a learning experience also.
Right. It is. I mean, it's not going to be great every season, but you still got to coach them up. Still got to coach them up. Still got to be a father figure to them. No matter what the wins and losses, at the end of the day, they only can play so many games. So you just got to be able to impact their life more than just football.
And you know what's funny to me? Both of y'all know this. We'll get a kid who's a 9th grader or 10th grader. We think, man, we got him. We're going to have him a long time, and we do. But it goes by so fast. I mean, I think about Allen right now as a senior quarterback. I mean, it seems like he was just a young kid coming up, and now he's a senior.
Yes, sir.
Their time goes by so fast.
And that's why I mentioned to them, man, enjoy this moment, because like I said, it'll fly by. So just try to take the best advantage of this opportunity. Every time you come ahead to practice or come in the field house, man, just try to do the best you can that day.
You brought Jaden Allen, our quarterback, R.J. Henderson, Hampton Smith, and Tobias. You brought them to Cervidium.
Right.
And you got them up there. And they talked, and they did talk. They looked people in the eye. I heard more about that than your talk. What good young men we had, how they presented themselves, and that represents our school, our town, and that's big too. Don't y'all think teaching that to them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I told one of the football coaches the other day, I don't know which one, at school, I've really noticed our football guys being leaders on campus. We're not wearing hoods, we're not wearing earbuds, we don't have our phones out. Yeah. And it's really the athletes that have started kind of driving that, in my opinion, and other students are catching on. And so Coach Dorsey's done a really good job with that and teaching our young men how to act in class, how to act in the hallways, how to act outside of school. And he's done a great job with that.
Well, and it's hard to transition a coach to be a head coach, and you handle that real well. We do a lot of the same things we've done for the whole time you've been here, but yet that team last year and now takes on your personality. They pick up some of your traits, and I think that's a neat thing to watch happen too, the transition.
Yeah, one thing I want to say about that, Tommy Clopton, Tucker Peavy have been a great inspiration in my life. I mean, I've watched them as far as how they handle their business, the little details of everything. So they have been great mentors for me. So I was ready for the challenge of being a head coach. So kudos to those guys, be able to be great guys for me. So now just what I learned from them or whatever stuff I learned throughout my journey as far as being assistant coach, I brought to being a head coach. And I'm just blessed to being around good people, good kids, good coaches. It starts with them also too. So I'm just very, very blessed in this situation.
Coach Peavy told me about you early on that you were ready to be a head coach, and you stayed. You kind of waited, and I'm glad you didn't. You had a chance to leave a couple times, I know, and I'm so thankful that you did that, and I think that God's honored that and continued that strong high-level tradition that we have going. Mm-hmm. And, I see that with Brookhaven homecoming production. I see that with the little kids. My girls graduated from Brookhaven High. One of them teaches school at Northwest Rankin. And she says, we play Brookhaven. It's hard not to. She said, I'm pulling for Brookhaven. And so I can remember her last year being on the visiting sidelines. And she said, looking over and seeing my people, my growing up years, and seeing those traditions still, the same fight song, the same. She could do the cheer motions. She was a cheerleader. Mm-hmm. But just the tradition that you guys have kept going is special too. And not every school has that.
That's right. Yeah. We're very proud of it, just like Red Nation. I know Scotty Bateman, I think, came up with that back in 2012. And it's still going strong, and the kids look forward to it. They love it. They have themes. And I think our athletes enjoy it, too, when Red Nation shows up for them.
Yeah, I love the students like to have different themes every week. They dress differently. I mean, they are on board for you guys no matter what, it seems like, Coach.
Right. And then to piggyback off what Coach said, Coach Vincent did a great job of bringing the band back into the bleachers.
Yeah, that was a great move.
Yeah, that brought another excitement back to the bleachers. So that was pretty cool just to hear everybody cheering on the kids together, including the band and so forth. So Brookhaven is a very special place, for sure.
We when that happened, when those bleachers were put in, it was a great idea at the time, but it did change that dynamic a lot because the road games, we had them right there, and man, when we go on the road, it's packed out.
Right.
We usually have more people than the teams we're playing a lot of times, the host teams, and that's a special thing too. And I think we're going to see that. I mean, I know y'all are probably thinking through how it's going to be after winning the state championship, but I've had people in the bank telling me that go to other schools. Look, we're coming to a couple of games. I'm going to call you. I want to get tickets, and so I think we're going to have some people there that maybe haven't been in a long time or ever been to experience that. And it takes a lot of people to make Friday night happen. People taking tickets. You got to have some security measures. You got to have traffic flow. You got to have a good environment, safe environment. You got to have a good PA guy. A lot of moving parts on Friday night. It's almost, Tucker used to say, it's tough. It's a lot easier going on the road for y'all than hosting a game. I mean, it's a lot, isn't it, y'all?
There is a lot, yeah. It is a lot, like you said, with security and just getting everything. We have Panther Park where people tailgate, and you have to make sure everybody's safe and enjoying their time there. And, we are starting the tailgating in the end zone this year. We did it a couple of games last year to see how it worked, and people really liked it. So we do have some spots available for that this year throughout the season. So we're excited to bring that to the atmosphere and just kind of enhance it a little bit. And we're getting the new scoreboard up, so that's going to be awesome. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited about some things that are going to happen this year at King Field.
In our field, the quality of that grass is excellent. Your crew does a great job with that too. And you got a guy who's a Brookhaven guy doing that.
That's right.
He grew up at Brookhaven High. He's a Panther. His wife's a Panther. His kids are at Brookhaven schools.
That's right.
Another tradition kind of continuing.
That's right, yeah. And Reeves takes a lot of pride in it. I know we've been voted Pioneer Field of the Year, I think probably the last 3 or 4 years. And he does a really good job, pays attention to detail because he cares about it.
Yeah.
And he wants it to look good for the community and for the guys. And so he does a great job with that.
Yeah. You got some good people involved. I know you got a lot of parents involved, some volunteers that are helpful. So a lot of moving parts. We're well underway with school. You guys, I think, are week 3 now, back at school. And I know for y'all, it seems like the summer flew by. I know for y'all really don't get much time off. I mean, when I was growing up, we got out of school into May, 1st of June. We were out till September.
Right.
Those days are not coming back, I don't guess.
They're not.
So I appreciate the commitment level you guys have to keep things going. You got good administration, I think, supporting you. And what I like about Dr. Henderson, he's another Brookhaven guy. Or one of our assistant superintendents is a Brookhaven athlete and guy. They understand what it's like to go through and play athletics and the role that plays. And, the band is kind of rebuilding. Got another Brookhaven guy doing that. So it's a lot of fun on Friday night. I think I've told both of y'all this before, but when in 1981 or 82, I was in college and I came home with a buddy of mine from Brookhaven, Jim Gully. And we came to a Brookhaven High School football game on that Friday, and he said, "Hey, we're going to Brookhaven High School's football." I said, we're doing what? Is that all there is to do in Brookhaven? And man, when I came, and it was electric. Even back then, the band was. It's not like it is now, but it was the place to be. So many people from the community came to the game to watch Brookhaven and to be there. And it's a great stadium with a lot of history. So it's a lot of fun to do that and be involved in that. Anything you want to mention, Coach Vincent? I know we got the new scoreboard coming up. We appreciate King's Daughters Medical Center. Bank of Brookhaven is doing that. We're excited about that. That's going to be a fun thing to have. And I think it's going to be as time goes on, I think there's a software package that maybe we can utilize down the road. It's going to be all new this season. But there's going to give you some things to do that we hadn't been able to do there. Right. We've got our money's worth out of that scoreboard, I'll say that, and then some.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So you guys rode that horse way past its maturity date, I believe. But you got your money's worth.
Mm-hmm, we did. And we've got some things that are coming up. Cross country starts today. They run at the complex this afternoon. Our girls were state runner-up last year. They're actually ranked number 1 in the state right now for girls cross country. So we're excited for that season to get started today. And then Bertha told you volleyball plays at home starting tonight. Football next week. I would encourage everybody to download the Old Brook Athletics app.
Yeah.
That was kind of new that we started probably in October, November last year. It's really grown a lot of information. You can see rosters on there. You can go to team pages. You can get notifications, updates. And then the other thing is, just encouraging people to join the Panther Club. Mm-hmm. They can reach out to me by email at mandy.vincent at brookhavenschools.org or corey.mclaurin at brookhavenschools.org to get involved with that. It's kind of like the Bulldog Club or the Rebel Club, where we're finding ways to help our athletic programs get some things that they need and do some updates. And
because it is not a cheap. Athletics is an expensive proposition now, and everything else, it goes up. I think a football helmet's several $100s now. Just a helmet.
Football is $100. Just one football. So.
That used to not be the case.
Right.
So that any help we can get there. I know that you transitioning from softball, it's going to be interesting to see because this will be your first year not to coach. You were the athletic director last year and still the softball coach. Of course, you're I guess I'd say a new mom. It's not that new now, but it's an experience that's different. It changes it. But your transition's been good, I'm thinking.
Yeah. It was a little weird there, the first couple of days, not leaving campus to go to softball practice, and I definitely missed that. But the transition's been great. I've enjoyed staying on campus and getting to see students fourth block that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything's been great so far.
And you, I think probably this spring you'll start twitching a little bit when games start being played. Tucker told me that. He said, man, it was weird. What am I doing? I'm not at the field. I'm not at the field house. I'm not hanging with. And I think that's one of the things you miss as a coach is being with your fellow coaches and your kids, players. Right. And Corey McLaurin, a lot of fun. Great guy. Every time I see him, he's got a grin. Mm-hmm. Always a lot of fun. Now, he can get serious about it in a heartbeat. I've seen that too. But I always love he popped in one day this week. I got to visit with him a little bit. And he's always got, Coach, a couple of questions.
Oh, yeah.
Coach McLaurin comes up with some questions now. And but I love that about our coaching staff. Just the sense you get, and just from talking to Bertha, they're bought in to what they're doing, and they believe in what they're doing. Because, you don't want – and I've seen coaches that are checking a box, honestly. And I'm thankful that we got coaches that like what they're doing and are committed to it. And you can't be successful without that.
Yeah, that's right. I think that every one of our coaches has bought in, and they understand the importance of teaching the athletes to be good young men and women, not just at Brookhaven High School, but when they leave Brookhaven High School too. And that's really important to us as a coaching staff, and they all do a great job with that.
The season gets underway with Lawrence County over there on August the 28th. So this is a couple, 3 weeks away. We're going to have a little Saturday scrimmage that you do every year this Saturday. I think the referees come and they get a little training. Right. They can always use a lot of training. And then, I hate it. That was me saying that, not the coach. And then we'll have a little another scrimmage over in going over to Mendenhall. But then we actually start playing for real on the 28th of this month. And then we'll have our first game on the 4th of September. And, those first 4 or 5 games, it's pretty warm. So hydrate, get ready for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. But homecoming is going to be a big, as always. We got Summerall, a new team. This is their second year in our district, a good team. coming to town, and that's a big week really, because you have the homecoming production, and it's amazing to me how y'all do that. I mean, it is a great show. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work. They're already working on it and been working on it.
Theme, everything's rolling with that. And I don't want to put a lot of pressure on Coach Dorsey now, but we have to beat Sumrall.
Yeah.
And my cousin coaches it, so that's a kind of a family bragging right deal for
the year. Coach is from Brookhaven, the head coach.
That is correct. So that's not just homecoming, but I got a little stake in that game too. So he's got to win that one for sure.
Yeah, and a lot of people come to town for that.
They do.
It's a lot of people want to come and go to the production, see their classmates, and come to the game.
Shops and eat at local restaurants that they haven't, gotten to experience yet, and so that's a really fun week for everybody.
In talking to Katie Nations, another Brookhaven High grad, and Julian at the chamber, we do have big response at our restaurants that weekend. The shops are busy, and I'll run into somebody that maybe used to play or was in school here back then, hadn't been here in a long time, and they'll say, "Man, I didn't know y'all had this," or "I didn't know that." And so it's always fun to see those folks come back into town. And if you're out there and you're a business owner, would like to get involved with some type of sponsorship, you can call Coach Dorsey. You can call me. I'll hook you up with Coach Vincent or Coach Dorsey about what you might can do. But we love having your help. We love people getting involved. You do have a lot of support in our community. People, when Brookhaven High, I always tell people, and I hate to say it, but when you drive through Hattiesburg on a Saturday, on a college football Saturday, you don't even know Southern's playing. But when you drive through Brookhaven on a Friday night, Brookhaven High School's got a football game. And the community is with you guys really all week celebrating those games. So should be a great year. Looking forward to it. Coach, appreciate what you do and the way you do it, the ministry you have, and thank you for what you do.
Yes, sir. I definitely appreciate you having me on. And I'm excited about this season. Brand new team coming off a championship winning team, and I'm excited about that challenge. So, like you just said, come out, continue to support Brookhaven football. Also, we got volleyball and cross country going on. So come out and support these kids, because we really do have some really good kids here in Brookhaven. So come out and support them.
It's going to be fun. You can hear Brookhaven football all year long on the internet machine. We're going to stream those games on SuperTalk Brookhaven. That's how you can listen. Or you can go to the old radio dial, 102.1 FM. And we'll probably have Coach Vincent on during the season at halftime a couple of times. But we got some old guys doing the radio. I'm afraid to tell you, Mark Lewis will be in the nursing home, Randy, trying to put a headset on and do a football game.
I would imagine he would. Yeah.
I tried to step
and he'd
away.
Have his notes.
Yeah, I tried to step away last year and listen to the first game, and I said, you know what? I can't take this. I got to go back.
Couldn't allow Mark to do that.
Couldn't allow it. He scared me a little bit.
He was hearing Mark's bumper music.
Yeah, the bumper music Mark chooses is not good, but appreciate you guys, what you do, and thank you, Coach Vincent. Looking forward to a lot of fun this season, and I can't wait for that first Friday night at King Field. I know you guys, it's a lot because you want everything to go right, but it is a lot of fun. I hope it is for you too.
Absolutely, and we're already preparing for it. So we're
and you
excited.
got maybe our youngest Panther, I guess, will she be there decked out? We'll see.
She probably will. I've got her little cheer suit ready. So we did her picture for the program ad. So
okay.
We're excited.
Good. Mandy Vincent, the prettiest eyes in the coaching world. I say that didn't embarrass you. I waited to the very end to embarrass you. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. Thank you to them. Do want to give Rob Fisher another birthday shout out. 68 years old. He is the youngest 68-year-old I know. He's got a lot of energy. So if you see Rob wandering around, wish him happy birthday today. Back with more after this.
Look and listen, baby, that's my philosophy. Yes, it is now. It's called rubbernecking, baby, but that's all right with me. Some people say
Working together to create a better tomorrow. Hey, this is Shannon Aker for Bank of Brookhaven. We work every day to try and make Brookhaven and Lincoln County an even better place to raise a family and work and just do life with the people you know and love. Let us help you with life's journey. Remember, friends, for over 25 years now, at Bank of Brookhaven, it's all about you. Bank of Brookhaven, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The poor man wants the oyster, the rich man wants the pearl. But the man who can sing when he hasn't got a thing, he's a king of the whole wide world. Come on and sing
Well, Elvis is in the building, and so is Emmeline Wolf Davis, another Brookhaven High grad. Well, I guess that's our theme today. We've had a lot of Brookhaven High grads in here.
Yeah, it's hard to not run into one.
Yeah, it is. It is. And what I love about Emmeline is a lot of things, but she and her husband grew up here, went to school at Brookhaven High. She left, went to Ole Miss, and she came back. Is now working here. He's working here in a family business. Mm-hmm. And you guys are plugged in over at First Baptist Church, real involved. Yep. I see you in the choir. Always that sweet little smile of yours. I told your dad, you know, you have those expressive eyes, so it's fun watching you. My wife is a good smiler. She enjoys singing with your husband, your dad leading her, and appreciate him. But appreciate you, all you're doing.
Oh, well, thank you.
But good to have you. I got to visit with you yesterday.
Yes.
About a big event coming up at the Lincoln County Civic Center. And I know your title over there, are you the marketing director?
Marketing manager.
There you go. I like that. That worked out good because that was kind of your major, right? So
That's
all
what
works out.
For.
And you're doing a great job. I know you guys got a lot of stuff, social media you're doing. You're getting the word out. Well, tell us what's coming up. It's exciting.
Yeah, next weekend is our Southwest Mississippi Wildlife Expo, and we did a little rebrand. It used to be called the Lincoln County Wildlife Expo, but after a 3-year break, when it came back, we wanted to expand it out a little bit more and invite Southwest Mississippi to come. So we'll have wildlife-esque vendors of that nature. So there's shopping, but then we put a bunch of events on top of it too.
Yeah, I love that. It's a great idea.
Yes. So it'll be a really busy 2 days, but there's something for everybody, which was the goal. So we'll have the Legacy Room, which is super exciting. That's during the event. You can kind of walk through it while you're walking around the vendors. And that's if you have a taxidermy mount that's kind of funny or you got a good story about it, put it up for display, and we have a People's Choice Award. We have Touch a Truck on Saturday only, where kids or adults can climb across equipment.
Wow.
Farm Belt's helping us out with that. They're bringing a good bit of equipment for us. We'll have jump houses for kids, face painting. I think Wildlife Fisheries and Parks is bringing us some reptiles.
Oh, boy.
If you want to hold a lizard.
Okay.
I put them up at the front just in case.
Yeah.
So we know where the lizard is.
There you go. If they get loose, you know where to go.
Yes, and we're also hosting the National Wildlife Turkey Federation calling contest.
I like that.
2nd annual, but it's statewide. So we'll invite anybody from the state will come and they show up.
Yeah, I heard last year that was quite the event. And this Touch a Truck thing, I want to go back to that. So if you're wanting to sit in a big tractor, come over there and do it, right?
If you've ever wanted to walk in an ambulance, you can do that.
Yeah. You don't really want to be picked up by one, but you could look at one.
You can observe, or we've got several fire trucks, which I've never seen the inside of a fire truck, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, I love the idea of having several things going on.
Yes.
Because it's like you hear the term, it's something for everyone.
Right. And last year, we even had parents would drop their kids off at the bouncy houses and then go shop. Yeah. So it's
some of that going on. Yeah, yeah. Well, the spot to have it, too, you guys got a lot of room.
So much space. And
that's probably the biggest venue in Lincoln County, wouldn't you say, the building itself?
Yeah, it's extremely versatile, too. It's a 90 by 90 and our multi-purpose, but we also have the arena, the stall barn, and the baseball field, which most people don't know. You can rent the baseball field now for parties or the pavilion. So
that's a good idea.
We have 4 facilities that are rentable for whatever the community wants to do.
And I know people that park and stay in their campers.
Yes, the RV park.
I mean, I was out that way a couple of weeks ago, and there was a lot of folks that were here visiting, and instead of staying in a hotel, they pulled up their RV, and that was a pretty good setup for them.
For the first time in a long time, we have some empty spots. I know people call all the time, they want to stay there, and we have spots now, so give us a call.
And I imagine, is it seasonal? I mean, is it?
Kind of, sort of. It's a good bit of contractors that work at the distribution center, and we're right there for the industrial road, and baseball brings in a lot for us.
Yeah. And you guys, one of the things that amazes me, Emmeline, is just the use of that building and that facility. Y'all stay pretty busy.
We do. We have, like today is Head Start enrollment, so we've got the schools in there setting up. We'll turn it into the expo next weekend, and then 2 weeks after that, we'll turn it into the Classy Kids consignment sale, where they put all the clothing in there. So it's in just 2 weeks what the building can hold. And
the charity ball, when they have that there, it looks like a royal palace. I mean, they can transform that into whatever they want.
Right.
So it's a very versatile building. And you guys, during the year, I know this is kind of the big event, but you got other things coming behind it that should be draws too, right?
Yeah, we do. We're with my position, the goal is to see what else we can add from our like what we can put on for the community as well. So we added the Arts Expo this year. That ended up being a hit. Yeah, now I want to say, let's stop there for just a second, because I have heard that from numerous people. And yesterday you were at Cervidium talking, and you mentioned that. And when that happened, I saw a lot of mamas and daughters that had been out there, and they were raving about it. Tell about what that's like, what that event does. So the Arts and Crafts Expo, we did it inside only. Wildlife we go across all the facilities, but we stayed inside. It was a May Saturday, and we placed it like right before the end of school. But I invited, me and Janet Smith invited all artisanal vendors. So everything there was homemade, and we had to vet. They had to prove that it was homemade stuff. And the cool thing about art is we had probably 7 potters that showed up. All their stuff looks different. Just really cool stuff. We had crochet and painting, and they were all local from the area, and the vendors loved it, and that's why I say it was a hit, because that's my goal, is to make sure that was it a one-day thing? It was one day, but it was all day basically. It was all day, and we made it free. I was kind of experimenting with that, but I think it worked. I think they liked being able to pop in and no pressure. Yeah. Just look at all the stuff. And to have something like that here, the more stuff we can have to bring people in here, and that, that generates, I'm sure when you do it this year, you'll have people that heard about it, that didn't know about it, that will come this year, and then people coming back. We get calls like, how can I be a vendor? We got that right after. So I'm excited to see what it does in spring of next year. And I guess when you had that, you had baseball going on out there too. I mean, we did. We had a event in the arena during the Arts Expo, and I think that brought in some people. They want some air conditioning. And it's amazing when we have something like this, when we have the Art Expo, or when you have what you're going to have coming up in a couple of weeks, the people that will come in and spend the night, who will go have lunch, maybe have supper, go buy something else while they're here. So it's a thing that really helps our community. And I'll say this about the Arts Expo and the wildlife. We use the word expo on purpose, the exposition. It is kind of a showcase, and so there's not a ton of pressure to buy. Obviously, the vendors would love for you to support them monetarily, but I had someone come up to me after the Wildlife Expo last year, and they said, I didn't really sell that much, but I had some really good conversations. And that meant a lot to them, is just having people to talk to them about what they love to do. One thing that you've done is kind of got the word out on social media about these events. I don't know that we did a good job of that before you came along. There was some of that, but it's really, nowadays you just got to do that. You've got to do it well. That's where the people are. You have to go to where they are. And it's good to have footage, video to show of the event so they can see what they're getting. I know you do that some too, probably while the event's going on. You probably get stuff and store it and use it later. We did. Brady Hodge brought his drone last year, and I've been just sharing those clips, and I'll ask him to do it again just so we can have some footage to keep promoting throughout the year. So I stopped you at the Art Expo. That was in the spring. And then anything else, other events that we'll be looking forward to you want to mention? We did the Old Brook Rodeo. That was in June. And then we have the high school rodeo in the winter, like in December, which is a free event if you want to see rodeos. The Old Brook one's not, but the high school one is. Along with all other arena events are typically free. Really interesting. So if you're out there and would like to come, if you'd like to know more, you can call Emmeline at the Lincoln County Civic Center. If you want to call me, I can get you to talk to Emmeline and give your information. She does a great job. Before I let you go, we got to hit on something you do on the side, so to speak. Ooh. And that's beeline hunting. Yes. I got into beekeeping this year. It's been so much fun. Your dad was telling a story about a guy that he knew that was bringing some bees and they got loose in his car. You haven't had any experiences like that yet, have you? Well, I brought the truck to pick up my bees. Okay. And you guys are harvesting honey. You have like a fall season and a spring season. How does the honey work? There's honey flow depending on what's in season. So we did a spring where that's the primary where the bees make honey, and then I took a little bit from their fall store. Just they were doing good. They had a little extra for me, and I'll close them up pretty soon, and they're really self-sufficient. I don't have to do much.
So now I don't want to put you on the spot, but when will some honey be available for selling and buying?
Probably when I have more than 2 hives. I started out with 2. I want to double. My dad wants me to quadruple my amount of hives.
That is so your dad.
He said, I think you can handle 10.
Yeah,
you handled
sounds
2,
like him.
So you got 10
Let's
next
go to
year.
10. Yeah, I like that. Well, I'm sure you can, and I want to get some from you. I want to be on that list to purchase some of that honey because local honey is so good.
It's good for you. Yeah, it helps your allergies.
I have people that at the bank that bring honey for their coffee, put it on their biscuits, but it's direct local honey ready to go.
I have my parents and my in-laws on honey coffee.
There you go.
You need to try it.
I would like to try it. Are you a coffee drinker?
Yes.
Do you put a little honey in yours?
Absolutely, okay.
I do. Does Luke a coffee drinker?
He's not, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
We still have time.
Hey, Emmeline, I appreciate you being here. A lot of information. Tell us again that date.
So the Southwest Mississippi Wildlife Expo is August 21st and 22nd, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday, 9 to 6 on Saturday. It's $10 at the door for ages 11 and up. So kids 10 and under get in for free.
And don't forget this Saturday, the 15th, you got Mitchell's 11 to 2. You've got the Complete Marriage Seminar. We talked about that at the top of the hour. Brookhaven High School sports are happening as well. Appreciate them being with us. We'll have football for you starting real soon. So I guess next week Kenny should be back, huh?
I guess.
We'll see. But Randy, appreciate you, brother, as always. Good seeing you.
Anytime.
You're looking well. You're a young man at 58 years old. Not like Rob Fisher at 68 years old. All right, thanks, Emmeline.
Thank you.
Have a good day, everybody. God bless America.